I've been in a starting goalie role my whole life until I came here. The hardest thing for me just was young in my career here was coping with not being able to play. My options were either Michigan State, who had come on to me a little bit later, or a lot of smaller schools out east who kind of maybe would have given me a better opportunity to step in and play right away down the road. But I don't think I would have had the same experience.
All right, and to get us started, Spence, what do you got for us today?
All right, boys.
Player!
It's my honor to announce the starters for us tonight. This is a big game for us. We got a lot to prove. So, starting up front for us.
I can't even put into words how much this place means to me. So, it's going to be a very humbling day come graduation. So that's for sure. Growing up, I've been a Spartan my whole life. My mom and dad both went to school here, graduated here, and so there was always Michigan State memorabilia around the house. I was always getting sweatshirts for Christmas, t-shirts, taking me to football games, basketball games, hockey games. We'd go to the GLI every year that I can remember. So it was awesome. I guess I've always bled green my whole life. My parents gave me every opportunity to do what I wanted to do, whether it was playing t-ball, I played soccer and lacrosse, but I just kind of fell in love with hockey, just, I guess, being able to watch it on TV. I grew up with the Red Wings in their glory days, so my dad would always have them on TV, and I just wanted to be like them. I think the big thing for me is I've always thought with a big picture in mind. I was mature enough at an early age to realize that if you can make it to play at the Division I level, like, you're in the 1% of players that grow up playing the game, and that doesn't necessarily mean that you've got to play professionally. I was at peace with that early enough, so my whole goal, I guess, was to play at the Division I level and was to prepare myself with a degree to move forward in life. If some freak accident were to happen, then that I'd be prepared. The hardest thing for me was being able to set aside my ego and kind of do for the better of the team. And I've been pleased with myself and how I've been able to handle it. And I know the team has had success, so that's the biggest thing for me.
You're preparing for a day that may never come, and that's is that a mental challenge. And I think he should be a good example for the rest of the guys in the team. Whether they're getting 5, 10, 15 minutes a game, they need to prepare like he has, and it's been really impressive for us. Again, that's the kind of thing, and that's the kind of atmosphere and attitude that we want to have. And it's a tough job. You're the third goalie. He understands that. You have to be an unbelievable team guy to be in that position, and you have to be a very, very hard worker, and he's both of those. And like I said, I think he's endeared himself to the team because I think they see, just how selfless he is.
What I do does have an effect on this team, and how I handle what I'm doing can affect my teammates and help us win games. After taking a bunch of different courses, the finance ones were kind of the most interesting to me. I want to go into advising or management someday. I knew finance at Broad was one of the best programs in the country, and I want to be in a team environment one day at the professional work level, and there's a bunch of things that you can do in the financial corporate world that you can kind of see your impact on your clients. What I've experienced in my very little professional career, just through an internship and through some interviewing processes, is that if you want your firm to have success, you have to be able to be willing to, chip a little bit off your own block for the good of a firm. And I think hockey players especially are really comfortable with that. I think about the what ifs a lot. When I was playing in New Jersey, I had been in communications with a handful of other schools, and occasionally I'll look back at those emails and kind of ask myself, like, what if? So it's been tough. I've had some tough nights, but when I think about my life and where I want to be at 5 to 10 years from now, I don't think there's any other place that could have prepared me for where I wanted to be than Michigan State. So all things taken into perspective for my life, I don't have any regrets. Michigan State just provides you with so much from academic and from like a social and networking standpoint that some of those other schools that I could have gone to wouldn't have given me. I think if I would have went out east and played at a school out east, I may have been a little bit lost after my 4 years were up. But where I'm at now, I'm 100% comfortable and ready for the next chapter. I kind of came in as a boy, and I'm going to be leaving now with so much just life experience in general. So I'm going to be a Spartan for life, and that's kind of what I'll always hang my hat on.